Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Zane. Today we're looking at THORChain once again. I made a video on THORChain not too long ago, probably a couple of weeks ago. The price at that time was actually around $3.50 or around $3.90. Now it's important to understand this because right now the price is around $8.52. That's almost doubled in a matter of a couple of weeks. Most of the people watching this video probably know exactly what THORChain is, but for everyone who don't know, it's quite simple. THORChain is a blockchain protocol and it's built on Cosmos, the so-called Internet of Blockchain. It aims to make all cryptocurrencies liquid. It seeks to do this by enabling the trading of non-native crypto assets such as trading Bitcoin, but in completely decentralized ways. So in essence, it does much of what Coinbase and Binance do, but without a third party of ever taking control of your funds. So completely decentralized. You don't have anyone taking control of your funds. You're in charge. So the THORChain protocol also powers a decentralized exchange DEX by the same like Uniswap or SushiSwap. The THORChain DEX allows anyone to trade or lend their cryptocurrency assets simply by providing liquidity to an asset pool, and in exchange you can earn returns such as yields on those assets. So in basic terminology, that's exactly what THORChain is. It's actually really exciting because it's removing the middleman. Once again, you don't really need to give your money over to Coinbase or Binance. You can simply just do it yourself if you want to trade Ethereum or if you want to trade Bitcoin. That's great. Now, before we continue with this video, let me just declare this video is not financial advice. It's strictly for entertainment purposes. So let's get into it. Like I was saying, the last time I made a video on THORChain, it was actually around $3.50 or around $3.90. So how did it get from there to $8.56? Are people finally realizing the true potential of THORChain? Now don't get me wrong, its all-time high was around $20. Now that all-time high was actually this year back in May. That was when every cryptocurrency was doing well. Well, not every cryptocurrency, but the big ones. You know, Ethereum, Bitcoin at 64,000 US dollars. A lot of cryptocurrencies were doing great at that time. But sadly enough, almost overnight, THORChain dropped in over 50% of its own value. That was huge, from around $20 to around less than $8. So we've seen a lot of ups and downs ever since then. Now, to be honest, back in July, at the end of July, a lot of people, including myself, actually thought maybe the price could stabilize around $5, $6, $7, around this area. We were hopeful, but unfortunately, the price kept on falling. Now, for a lot of people, they're going to think this is a good thing because a lot of people got to buy this cryptocurrency really cheap, around $3.30. If you're one of those people who got to buy this crypto under $4, let me know in the comments. Leave a comment and let me know, because this is exciting. Good for you. You bought when it was really low, and guess what? Your money is probably over doubled by now. So where does it go from here? I still think around $5 and $6 and $7 is where the true stabilized price of THORChain resides. However, if it keeps on going up to around $9 and $10, I don't think that's a bad thing. That's a good thing. The price will fall back down eventually, so some people might think it's a bad thing, but I still don't think it's a bad thing. When the price does go up exceedingly high and then it falls back down exceedingly low, it simply means that people are selling to just make a profit. You got to remember, a lot of people are trading with these cryptocurrencies. Not everyone is using these cryptocurrencies for long-term solutions, for long-term holding. Some people are trading just for day trading. And with cryptocurrency, you can trade whatever you want, night, day, morning, whenever you want. It's not like the typical stocks and shares market where it's only open Monday to Friday. With cryptos, it's non-stop. Ultimately, I think this is good because people have always wanted an open market where they can trade whenever they want, Saturday, Sunday, night, morning, whenever you want. And this is exactly what cryptocurrency does. So whenever the price does go up, shoot up to the ceiling and shoot back down instantly, it's not always a bad thing. Now, right now, specifically, it's doing extremely well. And I want to understand why. Like, what's the news that's coming out of THORChain to help it to propel to such heights? Now, personally, one of the reasons, I think it's because the majority of cryptocurrency right now are just doing really well. Bitcoin is almost hitting $50,000 once again. I said almost. It's around 47,000 or 48,000 at the moment, but it's so close to 50,000 once again. Excuse me, but that's really close to its all-time high of 64,000. So this year we still could be looking at a potential 70K, 70,000 per Bitcoin. That's huge. That's going to turn the world upside and down. So where do I see THORChain going from here? I seriously think it can get to around $10. I can almost guarantee it's going to fall back down almost overnight because a lot of people are just going to be selling to make a quick profit. But ultimately, I definitely see it stabilizing anywhere from around $6 to around $8 or $9. I definitely see it stabilizing around there. To narrow it down even more, maybe around $6 to $7. That's really realistic. Now, some quick news coming out of THORChain: hardening of THORChain protocol. Steps taken to make THORChain more resilient to attack and network uncertainty. I like that they've used a comic book imagery, a picture of Thor versus Loki in a fight. That was awesome. So let's just go through this word for word. Now, there are a number of changes being made to THORChain protocol to make it more impervious to attacks and being able to react quicker to save funds. These changes have been made from the first-hand experience of several attacks, and nodes, operators, and the community were observed. This is a key part of formulating exactly what should be done and where. So the intent of these changes is to make any attack think launching an attack on THORChain as not even worth the attempt. Instead, they should just file for bounty and get paid. To do this, the more powerful is given the nodes. More checks are in places continuously, and funds leaving the system are throttled to slow down leaks. These changes will have an interim negative effect on user experience. Once these changes are live, THORChain protocol is likely to pause more frequently, and swaps will take longer to settle. Wallet operators will need to communicate chain pauses status continuously, seamlessly detecting a pause and communicating this to users. Users on fast chain will notice the settlement delay. As a result, volume may drop on these change. Now, over time, the network gain stability will be turned down to improve UX. They are automatic solvency checker, granular network pulse control, nodes timeout, outbound throttling, nodes broadcast bot, and live monitoring. Now, the biggest negative about this is the user experience for the platform. No user like to be on a platform and the platform is slow, it's laggy, it's unresponsive, it pauses, it freezes. No one really likes that. But I think as long as it's explained to the user of the network, if this is explained why this happens, it might be okay. But at the same time, human beings can be quite impatient, so you can't really guarantee anything at this time. Now, this goes into a lot of things. The automatically solvency checker. Now, this simply means that THORChain builds a awareness of balance purely by adding the incoming funds, then subtracting the outgoings. Thus, the expected balance is aggregated to the ins and outs. Diverge occurs when an actual on-chain balance starts to diverge. For gas assets used to pay gas, small divergence can be intermitted. Now, the granular network pulse control is quite interesting. I think this is essential to explain this to people why this is happening, or else people are just going to panic. Now, pulse trading, the entire network will be paused for swap adds or set for a discrete chain. If a discrete chain then swaps, two from that chain are refunded. Now, pulse chain itself, the network will pause trading as well as refunds and withdrawals. It will also stop signing the queue as well as stop observing new inbounds. Nothing can enter the network, ruin deposits, or refunded. So when an attack happens, the node and community were very quickly to observe. Now, a new feature now grants each node there's outbound throttling as well. So the last feature throttles the outbound queues so that during a spike of large amounts of funds leaving the network, the swaps outs are delayed. If an attack is discovered, then any nodes can call the pause to trap the outbound. This feature doesn't negatively impact the UX of large swaps, but for most users it won't be an issue. As the network is hardened, the throttle will be opened by murmured. So that was good because the THORChain wants to make its network more secure, more hardened. It wants to be stronger. It wants to prevent all of these hackings and all of these breaches. It wants to prevent them all together, which is good. Users are going to like the platform even more. Users are already loving the platform, but they're going to love it even more if they can solve these problems. The only thing I'm worried about is the bad UX experience. People are not going to want to have their transactions paused and the network be frozen. Now, hopefully we'll see how this change affects the community. We'll see if it affects it in a positive way or a negative way. As of now, we don't really know. We have to give it time before we can fully understand if people are just going to be impatient about this, or if it's really as bad as we might think, or if it's not as bad as you might think at all. But time will tell. So thank you to everyone who's been watching this video. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know, what do you think about THORChain making its network more secure? It's good, of course, but the compromises of bad experience, bad user experience. So let me know what you think about the network itself. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.